guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rise. We're back here at Loki Kia in Clearwater, Florida. And guess what? I have Kia's top sports sedan. This is a 2022 Kia Stinger GT. Our particular one is a GT1. But before we get into this new color and refresh sports sedan, let's talk about what's going on here. Kia. They're really doing the business when they're bringing their A game of lots of style, lots of technology, and lots of choices. It all really started with the Stinger back in 2018, opening people's eyes to what this brand can bring to the table. And now there's some fierce competition going on with those German Euro brands that have been so well established for many, many years, going up against the Kia Stinger GT. Now, there's another new player, the Genesis G70, really kind of spicing things up, bringing awareness to people who don't necessarily need a name badge and want to get still great style, luxury, and also performance at the end of the day. So what I want to do with this particular review of this Stinger GT1 is I want to compare it to the mighty BMW M340i and also that Genesis G70. The G70 and the Stinger GT both receive some refreshing on the exterior, interior, and also underneath the hood. So let's go ahead, let's dive into our 2022 Kia Stinger GT1 and see, should you be buying this over a BMW M340i? Let's find out. Right off the bat, like I told you, new color for 2022. It's called Ascot Green. Very, very interesting color. It's got some metallic flake to it, but it's not a dark forest green. I'm starting to like it. It's starting to grow on me. Now, at the front of the business, they went ahead and restyled the headlight housing with the daytime running lamps. Of course, you're going to get LED headlights. And when you're comparing this to a BMW M340i or the Genesis G70, those also have LED headlights, of course, as well. LED turn signals. I've always liked the way they did that scattered series of turn signals in there. Really unique, and the new daytime running lamps also help it stand out. Now, one of my favorite parts of the Stinger GT is this massive corner air intake. Fully functional, like the brushed aluminum, the flat black, and just a little bit of gloss black, but really shows that European aggressive style connection, even though this is not a European brand. We come across the refresh, updated Tiger Nose grille. Whether you're looking at BMW with the kidney-shaped grille design, Genesis with that massive, almost like home plate design at a baseball field, this is the Tiger Nose design. I really dig it on the Stinger GT. You got your black chrome finish. All the different elements are black chrome. The updated, upgraded Kia badge looking clean. Working our way down. Some more black chrome. The zonk though is you do have some fake inner corner vents. That's one thing I wish they would have opened up to bring some extra brake cooling. But beauty being the eye of the beholder, it's really a tough choice between the Genesis G70 and the Stinger GT on which one I think is the sexiest at the front of the business, but I definitely love the Stinger. Getting up onto the hood, same hood. The bad news is same fake hood vents. So you do have some gloss black. That part is fine. It's these fake heat extractors that I'm gonna have to zonk. If you look at the Genesis G70, if you look at the BMW M340i, they don't have any fake vents on the hood. So something to think about. Coming around the bend, what do we got? Wheel and tire. Brand new 19-inch wheels. Love the finish on them. Great split spoke design, machined aluminum. There's your new Kia badge. And lurking behind there, we have those massive tomato sauce red Brembo calipers are gonna do the business, helping to slow us down. This is rear-wheel drive, but remember, you can't get the Stinger all-wheel drive just like the competition. They retuned the suspension, but definitely the wheels with this new color really, really pops. Let me know what you think in the comment section about this color on the new Stinger GT. Going into the fender, we do have functionality, black chrome with that functional part. Really, really like the way they did the fender vents. More so than on the BMW, definitely more so than on the Genesis. You're gonna get new black chrome finish on the tops of the mirror caps, really bring up that level of feel, fit, and finish with your turn signals built in. And then the great news is, as we drop back, you're gonna get black chrome trim along the top, only on the top. I think it looks great. You got an oversized sunroof, but just like the other brands, I'm zonking it because they don't black out the whole roof. This thing would look sick with a blacked out roof line, especially with the Sportback design. Keep working our way back, those beautiful wheels, and you are getting true real deal Brembos on the rear as well. The M340i, you're not getting that. And if you go Genesis G70, you gotta go highest trim. These are obviously Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, looking great on these 19-inch wheels, 255 on the width, and you're looking at a nice 35 series sidewall. And then coming around the back, there's two things we gotta zonk. This massive DOT required reflector, it just looks like a weird big finger. Not loving it. And then the fake vent looks good, but it's fake. So we're gonna have to zonk that at the back end, the tail of the business. Looking at the rear though, it is probably my favorite out of the other two. Nice, sexy, sloping Sportback roof design. You get a little bit of a kick up. I would like a hatch. I would call this a trunk, but this is not the trunk. It's actually a hatch, that Sportback hatch. Spoiler would be nice, a nice little kick up, but we got the revised taillights, LED, lights up all the way across. That stinger badge lets you know that you're gonna sting somebody in the neck and kill them dead on the spot. Looks very European. Doesn't that look like it belongs on an Alfa Romeo? Really, really sexy, or even a Ferrari. GT badge looking clean, and then we got new exhaust with the brushed aluminum. I love the shape of the exhaust, especially compared to the other two. They did a great job with the trim rings. You do have functional exhaust behind it and a very, very tasteful rear diffuser. But why don't we pop the hood and see what's powering our Stinger GT1? All right, guys, on a BMW, you do have that inline-six turbocharged engine, Kia Stinger GT, and also the G70. You're gonna get a twin turbo V6. I don't mind the engine cover. This looks a little bit out of place, that bright red. Maybe if they just would have left it silver or used a different font, but the engine cover is tasteful. Underneath the engine cover, you are getting a little bit more ponies this year for 2022. 3.3 liter twin turbo V6, 368 horsepower, same amount of torque, 376 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission only. Like I said, rear-wheel drive, or you could get optional all-wheel drive. 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds. Top speed, 167 miles an hour. MPGs, 18 in the city, 27 on the highway, and the vehicle weighs around 4,000 pounds, and that's where the BMW is gonna take it. If you're looking specifically, if you're the type of person that likes to look at speed numbers, 0 to 60 test times and all that, the BMW does come out on top. But don't let that confuse you. It's all in the driving. But why don't we go ahead, let's fire up the Stinger GT1 and hear what it sounds like. All right, guys, we're inside this 2022 Kia Stinger GT1. Remember, when you go Stinger GT, there's two different trims, level 1, level 2. I know you're saying to yourself, well, Joe, I don't need all the bells and whistles, and I'm liking what this Stinger GT is bringing to the table. How much is a GT1? Because I've priced M340i's and they're not cheap. MSRP for this one, the way that it's optioned, is right at $45,000. Let's see what you get for the money. To the door panels. Absolutely love the German Euro style that's been brought into this Kia product. You have that beautiful aluminum finish by that tweeter speaker cover there, looking clean. The white contrast stitching. Armrest is semi-soft, but you know what? In the competition, they're not soft either. The aluminum finish on the door handle pull is classy. Door pocket's a little tight. Maybe one Bavarian pretzel and a bottle of Mountain Dew Code Purple to wash it down. Now, when you go from the door panel to the dash, soft touch material, looking really clean with the stitch work, the silver finish. This is all new on all the Stingers for 2022. That's a 10.2-inch infotainment system screen, navigation, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. It is a touchscreen, obviously. Easy to use, easy to figure out. There's your backup camera. They did a little work to the clarity there. You got obviously your blind spot detection as you're backing up. Put it back into park, and there we are. Love the clean design on the AC vents, even though these have been around since 2018. Still looking great. Silver trim on the radio controls. You're gonna have your dual climate, and then watch this. Open this door, open sesame, wireless charging, 12 volt and a USB. Just a little bit of gloss black, nothing too crazy. M340i dumps a bunch of gloss black. Love this aluminum finish, very classy. Here's your Kia key fob, remote start with the new Kia badge on there. Turn it around, there's your buttons. That's gonna be your shifter for your 8-speed automatic. It almost looks like a throttle handle from an F14 Tomcat or an F15 Hornet. You do have your drive mode selector switch knob here, shut off the traction control. You got heated seats, no ventilated seats on a GT1. You have the auxiliary Twinkie holder, hard as an old British scone sitting outside on the porch for about a month, but it looks good, especially with the stitching. Open it up, what we got? You got a little tray for some peanuts, and you could fit one family-sized bag of Skittles. So taste the rainbow, feel the rainbow, drive with the rainbow in the center console, and then the seats. Updated for 2022, GT badging, looking good. And then as we come down, you got your perforated, nice bolstering, electric assist for the passenger and the driver. And then the best part is, as you're eating your Skittles, open up the sunroof and check out that beautiful rainbow. Roy G. Biv, Roy G. Biv, Roy G. Biv. Coming over here though, I want to show you behind the business end of this flat bottom steering wheel in our Stinger GT. All right guys, business time behind the wheel of this Stinger GT1. You do get this simple but tasteful silver aluminum sill plate. Nothing too crazy, but the good news is you get some massive aluminum in the foot box. Nice large dead pedal, brake pedal, and throttle. Obviously it's got protective film so nobody scratches it, including yours truly when we go on throttle. You also have your electric seat controls with that lower lumbar that feels great. Steering wheel, like I promised you, flat bottom. Love the way it's got the GT badge. This bright silver looks really slick, and the new Kia logo is looking great. Yes, the BMW definitely has the better steering wheel, but this is really a close second. I actually like this steering wheel better than the G70. You do get paddles on the back of the steering wheel to go up and down the 8-speed automatic. It is manual tilting and telescoping. And then the dash, I'm fine with it, but I know how you're gonna feel. It's all analog with a 4.2-inch digital display in the center. So you have analog tach, analog speedometer, coolant, fuel gauge, and then what I do like is look at how I could bring up those auxiliary gauges. That's a very nice touch. If you want head-up display, you gotta go GT2, but there is no full digital display like in the BMW. But why don't we go ahead, let's get into the back seat and see how your passengers are gonna enjoy being in a Stinger over the G70 or 3 Series. All right guys, backseat time, and this is where the Stinger beats the heck out of the 3 Series and definitely the G70. Lots of room back here for this sports sedan, even with that sexy low-slung roofline. Backs of the seats, you do have plastic, like the competition, and a cargo net. I'm gonna zonk them on the competition. I am gonna zonk them on the Stinger GT. You put a bag of Lay's in here, they're gonna become a bag of crumbs, like potato dust. Ugh. You have to pour it in a bottle of water and you could drink your potato chips. Ugh. Anyways, you do have rear AC vents and they look just like the ones up front. Plus, we have a 12 volt and a USB, and you don't have to pay $10,000 option to have them. You can see the amount of leg room I have, and then you also get an armrest. Semi-soft, 2 cup holders, but while we go ahead, you think the winning is done here? Wait until we get to the cargo area to see how this competes with the competition. All right guys, time to get into that rear cargo area. This is where the Stinger destroys the BMW and the G70. It is manual lift on the GT1. If you want electric, you gotta go GT2 Stinger, but what you're looking at is over 22 cubic feet of space. Really makes this very versatile. Obviously the seats could do a 60-40 split. You do have a spare, but this is where the Stinger wins every time, hands down, and also helps with that overall sexy side profile of having that sportback design. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's see how the Stinger GT1 does with some on-throttle fun. All right, guys, we left Loki Kia. We're in this 2022 Ascot Green Stinger GT1. Right away, I always feel at home behind the wheel of one of these Stingers. It really is a great place to be. The way everything is laid out, the amount of room that you have. I personally dig analog gauges. I don't need a video game display. I'm not playing pole position or anything like that. So I feel good with the way that the gauges are, but I'm interested to know what you think in the comment section. Let me know. am digging the new infotainment system. Steering wheel, they've always done a great job. The seats are comfortable, supportive, and they look good. And I like the minimalistic use of gloss black. If you compare this to the BMW M340i, they dump a bucket of just black gloss black plastic everywhere. When you compare it to the G70, it's a little bit in a different direction. I like still this overall feel, even though it's been around since 2018. It does a really good job. Now, having on the GT1 the power seat controls for the driver is a wonderful touch, and also for the passenger, so you don't have to skimp on that. Paddles are nice and large. Would be nice if they just came a little bit more to the actual perimeter of the wheel. And overall, that little digital display, it's a decent size for the information that you need. I think that's just about the perfect amount of information. Other than that, the room you're gonna get front and back is nice and large. All right, guys, let's do a little acceleration test on throttle. Here we go. On the brakes, those Brembos, nice and balanced. Look at this. Holds the line very well. And then when you come out of the turn, on throttle, here we go. Very deceptively quick. It actually feels quicker than what the numbers are telling on paper. On paper, though, the BMW M340i does come out on top. I wish there was a little bit more natural sound going on rather than the pumped-in sound, but still, I'm telling you, that 8-speed automatic shifts smooth. Look at this. Here we go. Nice and balanced. On throttle, yeah! Woo! I'm telling you, this car is a ton of fun, easy to drive. It's got your lane keep assist, your blind spot monitoring, so you're gonna have all the safety features that you want. Visibility is great, and like I said, the shape. At the end of the day, such a sexy shape. Guys, let's get on throttle again from a slow roll. On throttle, drops down. We are off and running. On the brakes. Very composed. Good feedback coming to the wheel. And then as we're rolling out here, back on throttle, yeah! Woo! Little movement from the rear, is okie dokie in my book. Yeah. Nice over the bumps. Really did a great job with the chassis dynamics and engineering. Look at this. Super slick. Let's get out onto the highway here. This is another great thing, is that you're gonna be able to enjoy driving this vehicle every single day because of just how comfortable it is. It has that sporty feel, it has the comfort, you're getting a great reliability and great warranty. You know, you gotta look at all the big pictures. Do you need that BMW nameplate? Do you need an Audi nameplate? You gotta ask yourself that question. Because I'm telling you, they're doing a great job with this Kia Stinger GT. Unbelievable. All right, guys, once again, let's go on throttle, shall we? On throttle, here we go. Nice and smooth. Really well done. Getting you up to speed fast. Soaking up the bumps, and then you can just enjoy the highway cruise. I mean, it's that nice of a car overall, where you get your sport, you get your performance, but you get your luxury side thing as well. But hopefully this gave you a nice overall feel of what this Stinger GT1 is all about. We're gonna wrap it up and get back to Loki Kia, so I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, it's been another great day here at Loki Kia. Definitely want to thank Danny, Robert, the rest of the crew, getting us this 2022 refresh updated Stinger GT1 with that new color. Let me know what you think. Would you go BMW over the Stinger GT1? Would you go Genesis G70? Lots of choices, and that's what makes being a car enthusiast so great, is having the options. But I definitely want to know what you feel about this topic and also about the new color for 2022. But if you want to keep seeing performance sports sedans of all types, all brands on Raiti's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new to the channel and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Raiti's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you, 2 ways to do it. Click the first link in the description, get yourself some Raiti's Rides merch. Click that second link, become a Raiti's Rides Patreon member. Got to give it up to the person that is holding that camera. So amazing. Lori doing such a great job. The muscle behind the camera. Show her some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.